Presente.
Santiago Avellaneda.
Presente.
Francisco. Heidi Joana.
Presente.
Samuel.
Aquí es.
Sara Daniela. María Angélica. María Angélica.
Presente.
Sara Giraldo. Sara Lucía.
Presente.
Valeria.
Presente.
María Fernanda Lizarazo.
Presente.
Juan Sebastián Mora.
Presente.
Turi. Roxana.
Presente.
Juan David. Julián Andrea.
Presente.
Alejandra Otero.
Presente.
Fergie. Juan Sebastián Tarazona.
Presente.
Diego Alejandro. Diego Alejandro.
Hola, mi.
Hello. And Isabela.
Present.
Okay, guys. Let's continue working. Let's continue working in the topic. We were talking about, two, okay? Let's continue. Now, talking about too many. Well, as I said, we use too many before countable nouns. Here we have an example. I drink too many cups of coffee. As you can see, here is too many. Too many, okay? Please, do some examples using too many. Do some examples using too many. Remember, countable nouns, just countable nouns.
How many pictures you have in your phone?
You have too many pictures in your phone. Very good. Excellent. That's a good example. You have too many pictures in your phone. Yeah? Who wants to tell me another example? Using too many. Remember that you have to take notes, okay? You have to take notes about this. In the office are too many shirts. Very good. Yeah. Questions about this? Remember that it's used before countable nouns, okay? Countable nouns. Now, let's talk about too much, okay? We use too much before uncountable nouns. Here we have the example. I eat too much chocolate. Chocolate is an uncountable noun. For that reason, we are using too much here. Please give me some examples using too much. Remember that uncountable nouns are nouns that can be counted. For example, rice, salt, sand, milk, water, bread. I eat too much toast. Very good, Valeria. Coffee, and so on. Money, for example. So write 2 examples using too much. Too much. Who wants to tell me another example? What about Sebastián? Sebastián Mora. Tell me an example, Sebastián. Using too much.
Much or too much?
Too much.
I eat. I love. Es que no sé por qué. Pues lo voy a decir en el orden en el que pienso. No sé si quede mal. I love. No, I like too much video games. No.
Too much the evenings.
Video games.
The video games. The video games are countable or uncountable? Are countable. The video games are countable. Remember that we use too many with countables and too much with uncountables. Usually we found in uncountable nouns, for example, food, okay? For example, we can say water, air, rice, and so on.
Se utiliza much y no too much.
Too much. We say too much.
Ah, ok. Entonces me quedó bien o mal.
It's wrong because you are using uncountable. You have to use an uncountable before too much. You have to use an uncountable. Here we have an example. I drink too much juice, orange juice. I drink too much orange juice, orange juice, okay? Questions about this? Questions? No questions? Did you understand? What are the uncountables? Remember the uncountables. Usually we find food in the uncountables nouns. Things that we can count. We can count the salt, we can count the air, yeah?
Aquí no sería drink, no eat.
Yeah, but you can eat the chocolate too. But yes, here in the image, you can say I drink too much chocolate. Yes, I drink too much chocolate. Okay, good. Doubts, questions? No questions? Okay, I'm going to continue here. Well, other things that you have to take in mind is that you can use too much, for example, after a verb without an object. Here we have our verb and then too much. He worries too much. He talks too much. He drinks too much. After the verb, you write too much. As you can see, there is no complement. We write just the subject, the verb, and too much, and that's all. I drink too much. He worries too much. He speaks too much. So do some examples with this. Some examples using too much after a verb. He worries too much. Tell me some sentences using that. Remember that there is no complement here. You write just subject, verb, and too much. And that's all. I eat too much. Tell me some examples. I eat too much. You speak too much. We drink too much. She reads too much, for example. Who wants to tell me another examples? Guys, tell me. Did you understand? Did you understand when we use too much?
Yes.
Okay. Give me some examples. Give me some examples. He worries too much. She walks too much. Very good. Yes, tell me, Daniela.
No.
Yes, right. Say it. Say your example.
Miss, no lo quite, estoy copiando, ¿vale?
Remember that too many, too much, and too have the same meaning, but are used in different ways, okay? Too much is usually used after a countable noun, uncountable noun. Too many is used with countable nouns.
Miss, ¿cómo se dice tierra?
Tierra, like the planet?
No. Like the
Tierra
floor.
como el suelo.
Yes. The floor.
I think that it is let me write it.
Okay. Sure. Sería soil. Soil. Así se escribe.
Soil.
Soil. Así. Like this.
Sí o no.
I would say like it's better writing land or ground. Ground.
Brown.
Okay, you can write it like here. Land. L-E-N-D. Land. Sorry. Because the planet, when you're talking about the planet, you say Earth, the Earth. Okay. Tell me your example.
Mm. The, the garden. No. Es que así yo no sé cómo hacerlo. Así.
But you need just a verb. You need just a verb. For example,
Have. The garden have too much land.
yeah, you can use it, but in the example, like in this example here.
Sí, es diferente.
But here we are using just a verb and that's all. We are using a verb
Miss,
and
soy
and
ya
after a
se
verb.
borró. Es que yo lo estoy intentando borrar.
Let me try. Yeah. Yes, the earth is okay. Es por no, I think that's the past. So for it's better to use the earth is contaminated too much. Yeah, it works. It works. Very good. Or for example, you can use also another tenses. For example, the past. I read too much. I read too much. Another I draw too much. And so on. I read too much, I draw too much, I read too much, he speaks too much, we drink too much. Here we are not going to write complement. We are going to use just the subject, the verb, and that's all. Okay. Can I move on, guys? Can I move on?
No, Miss. Por mí sí.
I delayed some of the exercises. Well, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
No.
No questions about this? Okay. Can I move on, Maria Angelica? Remember the uses, okay? Don't forget that. Don't forget the uses.
Listo, Miss.
Okay. So talking about enough, do you know what is the meaning for enough? What is the meaning for enough?
Suficiente.
Very good. Suficiente. We use it to mean the right amount or sufficient. We can also use not enough to mean less than necessary, okay? Or less than is good. For example, is your coffee sweet enough? I didn't have enough sugar for everyone. Okay. Please write the examples, write the uses. Remember the translation. We use enough to mean the right amount or sufficient, okay? It can be used as as less than necessary. Look at the examples. Is your coffee sweet enough? Here we are writing this before an adjective. After an adjective, sorry, after. And here we are using that after are uncountable. After an uncountable. Okay, write that, and we are going to continue with the examples. With enough. Of course, we can use it in negative. We can say, I didn't have enough sugar for everyone. Look at the example. Here we are writing not in negative, and then we write the verb, and then we write enough. Negative, the verb that is the main verb in the sentence, and then enough. I didn't have enough sugar for everyone. For example, he is not tall enough to change the bulb.
Ay, mis, ¿para qué lo cambió?
It's the same. It's the same.
Ah. Bueno, gracias.
Don't worry, I'm going to give you more details about the use of enough. Okay, did you finish?
Sí, miss.
Maria Angelica, did you finish?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, I'm going to continue. So as you can see, enough comes before countable and uncountable nouns. He doesn't eat enough vegetables.
Miss, voy a retroceder la pantalla antigua. Yo no había terminado de copiar y además que me acabo de sacar en internet, entonces voy a apagar la cámara.
Okay. Write 2 examples using enough, guys. The guys that finish writing, taking notes. Write 2 examples. 2 examples using enough. Sorry?
Ya anoté.
Yeah, but try to write 2 examples using enough, okay? Remember that we can write it before uncountables or countable nouns, as you can see here, before countable and uncountable nouns. He doesn't eat enough vegetables. Have we got enough time? Any questions?
Y no la cambié, no he terminado de copiar. Y ya casi termino, espere.
Have you
que no sé
had
por-
enough to eat?
No sé por qué me saca internet, pero aún así me saca.
Write two sentences. You can write it in negative too. As I said, you have to write here at the beginning the negative and then the main verb and then enough. And the complement, that's all.
Ya casi mismo momento.
Remember that here is in negative, no? In past. I didn't have enough sugar for everyone. If you want to write it in present, you need to change the verb here. The soap doesn't have enough salt. Very good. You have enough time to do it. Very good. Excellent. Ready, Santiago?
Sí, Miss. Listo, todo confirmado.
Okay. So who wants to tell me some examples using enough? We have he doesn't eat enough vegetables. Have we got enough time? Look at here. Vegetables are countables or uncountables? Countables. And here we have time, uncountables. We can use it before countables and uncountables. In negative, as you can see, first of all, we write this part in negative, then the main verb, and then enough, okay? In case that you want to write it in negative. My brother has enough toys for 1 million of kids. Very good. That's a good example. My brother has enough toys for 1 million of kids. Very good. Questions about this? Questions? Santiago, questions?
No, Miss.
María Angélica, did you understand? Ajá.
Pensé que iba a preguntar si tenía preguntas y dije que no, no tengo preguntas.
Okay. Can you tell me a sentence using that? Using this topic, using enough?
¿Quién, Miss?
You, María Angélica. Remember that we can use it in positive and in negative sentences and also in questions. To say that something is the right amount, that is sufficient.
I didn't have enough money for.
Can you repeat, please?
I didn't have enough money for you.
Very good. I didn't have enough money for you. Yeah. Yeah, good example. Now, we can use enough to after an adjective or
Miss,
an
¿le puede
adverb.
dar de nuevo atrás para-
Yes, of course. Of course I can.
Termine, Miss, ya.
Remember that we can use enough after an adjective or an adverb. For example, the information isn't clear enough. Okay. Here we are going to write enough after an adjective. Here, the adjective is clear. Here, he didn't sing well enough to win the competition. This is an adverb. He didn't sing well enough to win the competition. As you can see here, the sentence is in negative. So please write this in your notebooks and write 2 examples. Write 2 examples. Can I move on? Can I move on, guys? Santiago, did you finish?
Y yo
Of
creo que solo me
course.
Ni sé qué oración hacer.
Yo tampoco.
está cómo puedo utilizar el no.
El enough?
Yes.
Think about an adjective. Remember that we can use it in negative. We can use it in affirmative. For example, in affirmative, he's tall enough, enough to change the ball, for example.
Pero, ¿qué significa enough?
Sufficient, the right amount, suficiente. As much or as many as required. You can say that. That's tell me. Here we have the example. The information isn't clear enough. We can use it before an adjective, before a countable or an uncountable noun. We can use it also after an adjective or an adverb. Remember that you can write positive and negative and questions, even questions you can write with enough. Okay.
Miss, le envió una oración por el chat.
Very good. He didn't prepare well enough cupcakes to win the competition. Very good. Okay. Can I continue? Here I have some examples. I have some examples for you.
Pero a mí ya tengo una frase. ¿Puedo decir?
Yes, of
Is-
course.
He's small enough to reach the ball.
He's enough small. He's small enough. What did you say?
He's
Can you?
small enough And now to reach the ball.
Yeah, but it's in negative, yes?
Bueno, no importa mi esto, aún así por lo menos lo hice bien.
Ah, yeah, no, yeah. It works, okay? It works. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Eso fue una mala suerte.
We're going to do some exercise, some online exercises. And we continue with this. Let me share with you the exercises. It will better. It will be better. Where is it? Here. Can you see my screen?
Miss, pensé que lo haríamos, que usted nos mandaría el link.
Ah, yeah. I'm going to.
Quiz is school, quiz is show. Quiz show.
No.
Prepárate. Primera pregunta.
A ver.
Does eight
That
or too many?
too much, Miss. Too much water.
Too
No.
much.
No, too many.
Ay,
Ah,
¿era
no.
too many? Ay, ve que
Vea que dice.
Ah,
que
no,
dice.
yo sí dije.
Too much.
Yo
Yeah, too
como
much.
popcorn, entonces me asusté.
Otra,
Ajá.
venga, otra. Siguiente.
Chocolate bars.
Este,
Too much.
no, sí,
Too much.
Too much chocolate lleva mucho azúcar. Los chocolates llevan mucho azúcar. Otro, vamos.
Okay, question 3. Here we go. Question 3. Let me put this like big.
¿Qué pasó?
Se
Ajá.
agrandó.
Question
Ay.
3.
Aquí vamos.
Too
Before-
much. Too much. Eso es demasiada gente.
Too many, porque
Too many.
eh,
Se pueden contar.
Too many.
después de la cuarentena hay menos.
Ah, bueno, entonces sí.
No, nos quedó bien.
Vamos.
Okay, question.
A ver.
Uy, no, eso es lo que
Está
no
pendiente de los 200.
pensado.
Ah,
O sea, ya,
okay,
ya.
here we go.
200. En el más 200.
Tell me.
Ya.
Que la
no.
Miss
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what
Usted
is.
siempre tiene buena suerte. Usted
No.
siempre tiene buena suerte.
That I think is this is the correct one.
I didn't pay attention to the car. Okay, I'm going to choose this one, the 4. Okay, the 4. Here we go. I don't know.
Quiero
Let's see. Now you have to answer fast.
Luz de velocidad. Ay,
Mhm,
Jesús.
you have to answer fast.
Ah,
Too many, Miss, porque lo Miss, too many, no porque lo
Too much. Too much.
too much, Miss.
Too much.
Bloquéalo rápido.
Too
Eso,
much.
ya estoy bien.
Ajá.
¿Eh?
Eso se le llama una buena puntuación.
Sí.
Here we go.
A eso también se le llama estrategia.
Question
Ajá.
5.
Se llama estrategia.
Ice cream.
20 ice cream balls are
Too many.
too many.
Dice que es un helado para un abuelo y una abuela. O sea, se pueden contar.
Nos quedó bien, nos quedó bien.
And the last one, here we go.
Vamos. Sí, se puede.
Question
Nos quedó
6.
bien la mano.
That's too much or too
Too
many?
much, Miss.
Too much,
El líquido no se puede, el líquido no se cuenta. El líquido no se cuenta. No cuenta. El líquido no se puede contar, o sea, no se puede contar, o sea, no puede contar un líquido, 2 líquidos ni 3 líquidos, porque los líquidos no se unen cuando los deja caer. Se acabó el quiz show. Mira, lo pueden enviar por el chat. Lo pueden enviar por el chat.
Sí,
Of
otro,
course.
sí. Otro.
Yeah.
Envíalo por el chat. Envíalo por el chat.
Yeah,
No,
give me a
veamos.
second.
Espere que la Missy copy y pegue el drawing.
Ya.
Ya copió el link, solo envíelo por el chat. Ah, ya.
Ahora sí, listo.
Yo creo que sí me va a salir la carta de 200, entonces por eso quiero el link.
Igual, igual. Sara y yo pensamos lo mismo.
Okay. let me look for the next link. Okay, here I have this link. I think that this is a little bit complicated. This is a little bit complicated, but let's do it. Let's do it. We can do it.
El juego, ya se me está cargando, esto carga lento, ¿sí?
Mhm.
Pero ahorita,
But stop sharing the screen. I'm going to share another
no,
online game.
pero espera, es para ver si me sale la máxima nota, o sea, la posible, a ver. Venga, a ver, vamos, gente. ¿Alguien mayor? Ok, bueno, sí, yo lo sé. Ahí ya no.
Ya estoy en el bonus.
Está en el bonus, está en el bonus, ya.
Oh, here is another link, guys. I
Okay,
understand. Okay, you can open the link. You can open the link. I think that is about
Sí,
it's about
lo
2
logré.
and enough.
Ok. Misa, a ver si me sale la carta de 200, a ver si me sale.
Ay,
Ve de
sí.
que está saliendo. ¿Me va a salir? ¿Me va a salir, sí o no? A ver si me sale. Ya salió, venga. A ver. Aquí está.
A ver, presta atención. Ay, me perdí,
¡Oh, vamos!
pero casi. ¿Cuánto se sacó Santiago?
200.
Ay, yo apenas me di cuenta.
Me gané los 200 puntos, papu.
Al final me salió 960. Vamos a ver si Santi me puede
¡Pum!
superar.
Otro bien.
Así me sale, a ver.
That was too easy. That was too easy.
La última pregunta.
Eso. Uy, la última pregunta.
¡Oh! Saqué lo mismo que Sara. Saqué lo mismo que Sara, 960.
Okay, stop sharing, and we do this last exercise. And we finish. And we finish. This is about 2 and enough. This is fast. You have to think fast.
Bye,
Más
bye,
simple.
You have to
Chao.
think fast.
Miss, pero ya son las 12.
Our desserts were
Bye, teacher.
Satisfactory.
satisfactory. That refrigerator is small enough. No
No.
satisfactory.
Not satisfactory. Not
No,
satisfactory. Ay, no te la creo.
Look at here. Their prices aren't low enough. No satisfactory. No satisfactory.
Yay.
Here. The dress code is too informal. Satisfactory.
Satisfactory.
No, ay, era no, yo estaba diciendo que no.
You have to say it
Ay.
fast. My phone is too obsolete.
No,
Yeah. The chicken is salty enough. The local train isn't too slow.
satisfactory.
We lost. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. See you. A los chicos